Num Thumb here at Warhard Arts. So let's talk about reverb.com. We all heard that reverb.com got bought out by a private equity that is allegedly Fender guitars, Fender musical instruments. Allegedly is who bought reverb.com. If you've bought any musical gear used online, you've heard of reverb.com. They're like the eBay that just does music gear. There's a lot to be said about it, and has already been said about it. This is not going to be a rant about disgruntled reverb.com experience. But I recently, after this buyout, just in the past day and a half, 2 days, the past 2 days have been an interesting turn of events for me personally on reverb.com. I went ahead and bought something from somebody who was not just a store with a storefront through reverb.com, but they're just a regular person, you know, someone like me with junk. And bought something, and as you sell things online, sometimes you'll sell something and you're not able to pull it down off multiple websites instantly. It got sold out from under me, and so then it wasn't available after I'd already clicked buy now. Damn it, that happens. So the refund gets issued. That should hit any day. It's coming from reverb.com, so I trust it'll get here. The story doesn't end there. If it did, it would just be like, oh, bummer. Thing you wanted wasn't available, but you got your refund. The person, the human being that I was trying to buy it from, reached out to me and made it up to me. They, got me a deal, and I didn't have to buy the thing because it wasn't available, and I didn't get talked into buying something else. They made it up to me, and that's what I wanted to talk about. Reverb.com and any other online seller of stuff is mostly comprised of corporations and businesses and big storefronts that are also selling on reverb.com. And that's kind of been a big part of the problem. And then the other part of reverb.com problem is, they're stacking fees, which we're all kind of afraid that that's going to go even another step higher and make reverb.com unviable as a buying and selling platform. But this time the human being wins. The real human being in there realized their error, realized it really let me down. I didn't have to cuss them out or make a big stink about it. And they stepped up and they did the right thing to the best of their ability, beyond the call of normal business transactions. You would not expect this from a big, huge block retailer. You would not expect this from fillintheblank.com that sells millions of guitars and musical instruments all around the country and the continent or internationally. But this was a guy like me. It was a guy with a home studio, and he was trying to sell something, and people bought it, and he wanted to step up and do the right thing, and he did. Now, your experience may differ. Your experience may certainly differ, but I had a very positive human interaction attempt at a sales transaction on reverb.com just yesterday after the big buyout, probably by Fender guitars. So that's interesting. Meanwhile, here I am in Warhard Art Studio. I'm gutting the place again because I'm getting a different recorder, and it's going to change everything. It's going to integrate it to the soundboard very nicely. So that's exciting. I'm going to get a whole new 24 in, 24 out, full mix down on the analog console. So I'm going to change the way everything is. Maybe I'll turn the camera around. Nope, can't turn the camera around. At any rate, I moved the console. It used to be over here against that wall, if you remember. Used to be all the way down there. And I had my production center with like my recorder and my keyboard and some things like that in the middle, because I felt like I spent more time doing that, and I wanted to be in the center of the action there. But now it just makes more sense to go back to the conventional view with the mixer's going to be in the middle. I'm going to straighten it out and get my speakers back in place and everything, and that'll be the center operation. And I'm going to have my keyboard station over here, and I'll probably get my new recorder, just put it under here. That'll be really convenient. Kind of a pain in the butt going through all the wires again, after I got them straightened out. Too bad reverb.com doesn't sell just a single amazing single wireless transmitter that just wirelessly does absolutely everything you want. Yet it's analog, but that would be ridiculous. Anyway, I'm back here in this mess. Let me turn the light on. If you're still with me, you're a champ. Look at this dang disaster of wires and everything, and here she is. Look at, yeah. Suspect numero uno on who's been tampering in my equipment rack. Where did she go? Where did it go? Did you see the cat? I saw a cat. That cat, did she come out of here? No, there she is. Look at the culprit. I know she's been tampering in my rack, making my wires not connect, unrouting my routed audio signals. She's been in here tampering around. Look. I've been wanting evidence about who's been doing this. I was blaming everybody in the freaking neighborhood and in my life. The cat's toy. I have proof it was you. Look, you're busted. You're busted. Oh, look how she gets into everything. Oh my God. The mystery may be solved. That dang cat. That dang cat crawling in here. No wonder the international signs, literal signs, I've posted signs all over the place, are being ignored. I don't think my cat can read. What a mess. So I'm gonna, well, I mean, I don't have to unplug most of this. It's gonna stay the same. Most of this is gonna stay the same in here. It's where the wires go that's gonna, I gotta redo all that. I gotta clean up. There's a bunch of trash in it. Sharon's earring too? They're both in here. This is ridiculous. They're in cahoots. They're hanging out in here. The cat and the wife are hanging. Is that chewing gum? No, it's dust. The cat and the wife are hanging out, tinkering around in here. Go check out reverb.com. There's still some good people on there selling stuff.